Hey everybody, it's Sharon from Let's Get Down to Business Bootcamp. What the heck time is it? You know, it's time for another episode of What the Heck Does That Contract Clause Mean? So today we're going to talk about the now therefore clause. The what? Okay, the now therefore clause is something that really is going to sound pretty legal. I get it, it's just one of those things. And it's usually the third thing that's in the contract after the preamble and the whereas clauses, which we've talked about over the last 2 weeks. So the now therefore clause says something usually almost exactly like this. Now, comma, therefore, in consideration of the foregoing, comma, and for other good and valuable consideration, comma, the receipt and sufficiency of which are hereby acknowledged, comma, the parties agree as follows, colon. Okay, what does that mean and why do you have it? Well, in the United States, Canada, and most other English-speaking countries, and most countries around the world, whether they speak English or not, in order for a contract to be valid, the parties have to exchange something of value, not just the piece of paper they've signed on. So for example, if I hire someone to work for me, a contractor to work for me, I am going to pay them. That is considered consideration. Or maybe I'm going to have someone write a book for me, and what I'm going to give them in exchange for writing the book is I'm going to give them credit for writing the book, and I'm going to list them as a co-author, and they're going to get 1,000 free copies. That is also consideration. Consideration is what makes a contract enforceable, among other things. But you have to have something that's exchanged between the parties to show that this was really a fair exchange of value for something else, called the consideration. So that's what the now therefore clause does. It just complies with contract law that there has to be something of value exchanged, the consideration, between the parties to make a contract really effective. It's very legal, I know. Sometimes we just have no choice. We have to use these legal magic words, but that's what it means. We make the contract valid. We agree that we're exchanging something of value. Hopefully you've learned a little something, wasn't too boring, wasn't too lawyery, and hopefully we'll see you back next week for another episode of What the Heck? Have a great day, everybody.